Hi guys, my name is David. I'm the project manager of Stereum, live from the bathroom from Sol 1 to show you today how you can use Stereum 2.0 to set up your own Ethereum node on your own server. This server can be whatever you would like to. It can be a local one, it can be a VM, or it's just simply provided by a cloud service like AWS, Hetzner, or Contabo. Really important is just that you fulfill the necessary requirements for setting up a node. I will show them on the screen here. And I would say, let's get straight into it. First, let's talk a little bit about Stereum and what it does. Stereum is an Ethereum node setup. It's completely open source with a mid license, so you can use it for whatever you want. Usually, you download the launcher on your laptop, for example. Then you use, as you can see, this login form to log into your server. In my case, I already have a server prepared for this. It's not with me in this bathroom, but I'm connecting to it in Austria actually, which is not where this bathroom is. And then basically on the first connection, you are going to set up an Ethereum node, which is what I am going to show you today. Let's just get straight into it. As you can already see, the login itself is quite simple held. You can save and delete connection. Yes, you can use a SSH key if you want to. In my case, I'm gonna just use a normal password. After that, we are gonna be greeted with the installation option screen. Here you can choose how you want to install your Ethereum node. I usually recommend using the presets if you don't know what you're doing or you just want to have a quick node. If you want something special or need to make custom modification or just want certain parts of the node, the custom installation is your way to go. If you're migrating a node, you can always use the config import and export to do this. But as I said, today we're gonna go for the one-click installation. Here we are already greeted with a network selection. We support multiple networks from the Ethereum mainnet to the Gurley testnet to the Sepolia testnet to the Gnosis mainnet and the Oleski testnet. For my case, I'm going to use the Gurley testnet. I usually recommend you now to use the Oleski testnet because Gurley's, hopefully the support is going to turn down a little bit. Also, you can get way easier testnet for Oleski. If you need any, please just join our server. We can help you out with this. But let's go for Gurley. Here you can see we have multiple presets we can offer. We are going with staking for this case. Here you can already see it shows you on the display the installed services. Here you got execution, a consensus, as well as a validator client. You can change them whenever you want to. It's usually a random selection, at least for the consensus client. For the execution client, we still pick GEF as a default. However, if you are more versed with Ethereum itself, we recommend you please to go for a minority client here. For the installation path, you can change this whenever you want to. Let's go with next. Here you can see we have the checkpoint sync recommended with recommended providers here. You can pick whatever you like to. If you don't want to pick the recommended providers or think you got a better provider, you can always just put in your checkpoint. If for some reason you want to go for the sync from Genesis to get all the data, you can always do that. Next, see a small overview. We go for next, and the installation already starts. It usually goes in the following order. Sometimes it also has to apply operating system updates. If this is the case, it usually restarts your service and picks up when it's got a signal again. Then install OS packages, then set up the services, then configuring the firewall. Really interesting if you want to know how it's going and how the process is getting along. You can always just look into the task manager. Here we'll see multiple subtasks. You can also click to get more information on. If you should encounter an error during an installation or an update or just using Stereum in general, you can always just go in here. If there's an error, it will light up red and you just copy whatever's in here into our Discord. We will be there to help you. And as you can see, the clients now load in. We are basically nearly already done. We just wait now for the clients to start up one by one. and then start syncing. In this case, we use checkpoint sync, so we should see after a while that Lighthouse is at 99%. As you can see, we're now on the staking page. We got a table here where you can pull your validator keys into. You'll be able to see stats here. As soon as you have a key imported and your consensus client is synced, you can also get the duty stats for a specific validator client, as well as you using the validator client commands for the whole validator client. We can pull something in. Let's just import a key. First to select the key, or you can just, as I said, drag it in. Then you select which validator client you wanted to import into. In this case, we only have Lighthouse. If you had multiple, you would see them here. Let's just go for Lighthouse. Here's the doppelganger protection enabled. It's nice. Basically prevents you from slashing if you would import this somewhere else. This also asks us if we want to import a slashing protection database. We don't have this yet. This is what you usually get if you remove the keys from one node. You can import them again. Just click no. Next step, you have the key store file here. We're just gonna put in the password and then we are also already done. And this takes a little bit. Use your password to decrypt the key. As you can see, we're already here, and cool enough, with Lighthouse, for example, this is already enough to stake. You can also like just pull this here. As you can also see, we have some index stacks here already. We have some balance here already. Every 6 seconds, it basically updates the stats here. You can change the graffiti, you can remove the keys of the Lighthouse, you can import remote keys into the Lighthouse client. On the keys themselves, you can copy them, you can set the block fee recipient, rename the validator key, remove the key, or exit the chain. However, before we finish up, we are not yet completely done. There's one more thing you have to consider. When you stake, you need a fee recipient. You have to set this up in the Lighthouse, you get a warning here, and you just pull it in here. Bam. Here, confirm, restart, and we're done. Yeah, that's basically it. I thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you're going to get your own staking node soon. Have a nice day. Bye.